Hi everyone. I know this topic is not new, and when it's come to upgrading your Wi-Fi, we all feel a little lazy. I mean, why should we pay extra when our ISP gives us a good dual band router? Look, I'm no different. I also have a good router AC1200 which gives me combined speed of 1200 Mbps, and my internet speed is only 300 Mbps. It works great most of the time, and there was a time when I set up this workstation in this lockdown. I could have upgraded to Wi-Fi 6, but I chose to buy a repeater itself. Let me show you my repeater first. So this is my camera and there is a repeater behind it, that's TP-Link repeater, which is connected to the router outside. It's a dual band repeater, but I am using that on 2 GHz to get the reference because I don't get 5 GHz speed inside. You saw my repeater and I'm going to show you where my router is well so that you know how far it is. And in the end, I'm going to explain the boring stuff like why Wi-Fi 6, why not 6 GHz 6E, and what's the problem with 5 GHz. I'll explain everything, but before that I want to tell you my problems. So I have these machines behind me. One is MacBook Pro and one is Mac Mini. The MacBook Pro does not have Wi-Fi 6, it only has Wi-Fi 5, but Mac Mini does have Wi-Fi 6. So let me show you the speeds first. So I have a 300 Mbps connection, but let me just show you the speed. This is the last speed test I've done. It takes a lot of time, so that's why I use repeater, because I do a lot of video calls in here and I get problems. This is how it started. But my internet connection is good because the last time I did the speed test, as you can see, I got almost 130 Mbps inside, but this is what I'm getting right now with the 5 GHz. That's it. So it will go up sometimes, sometimes not, but yeah, that's the problem with this. But when I connect to the normal repeater connection, let me just change it to. So now I'm on repeater. This repeater is basically working on the 2 GHz itself. So I'm getting the 2 GHz from outside, but I'm using the 5 GHz channel of the repeater itself. So with the repeater, I get good speed. So this is okay. It works fine for me, but I have to use a separate repeater. And sometimes it does get disconnected because I also have a lot of devices connected with that repeater. So now you saw the speed. Let me take my MacBook Pro and my iPad outside and show you where my router is and what's the speed I'm getting. My router has Wi-Fi 6 and my MacBook Pro has Wi-Fi 5. So we'll see if on the normal router we get a better speed because I haven't installed Wi-Fi 6 router yet. So let me show you where my router is. So this is where I work and this is the outside area. And my router is a little far because it's close to my TV and there's my Xbox. So this is my TV and Xbox and I have my router here. So this is a D-Link AC1200 Mbps router. Let me bring my MacBook and iPad. Say hi to Kiki. So we are just next to the router. This is my iPad and my iPad Pro. Let me start with the iPad itself. Let's see how much speed we get. So here we get a good amount of speed to 70 Mbps. I have a 300 Mbps connection, but there are a lot of devices connected, so I'm okay with that. Let me check on this Wi-Fi 5. How much do we get? So we're getting kind of similar speed here as well. 250 Mbps, 240 Mbps, which is still okay. So I got to 70 Mbps here, 240 here. Let me also show you how much I get on my Xbox because that latency is also a problem for me. So I'm getting a download speed of 103 Mbps and the latency is 164 ms. So the speed is one problem, but there's another problem, that is latency. So the traditional router does not have multi-user input and output, and some of the latest devices have, but not every one of them. So your device might have to wait for a longer time even though you have a faster Wi-Fi internet. Another issue you're going to face is with disconnection. So if you have 4 to 5 devices connected with a 5 GHz network in the older router, you will not be able to connect to a new router. There are a lot of times when I want to connect my laptop or my phone or something with 5 GHz, but there are already so many devices connected, it won't let me connect with that. So either I have to go with 2 GHz network or I have to use my repeater, but repeater does not work in the outer area because it has a very low range. I know it is confusing, and why would anyone want that, like having a overhead of a router, because I cannot connect or control all of my devices from one router. I have to dig multiple, and the softwares are different because I'm using D-Link router outside and TP-Link repeater inside. So that's why I want to upgrade my Wi-Fi to Wi-Fi 6, and now it's time to install this Wi-Fi. So this is Asus AX3000, basically AX58U. So let me install that and check how much difference do we get. So now the new Asus router is set up. Let me just rerun the test and see. So I'm getting a little more speed. This is the first time I'm seeing 300 Mbps completely. Let me also run this on my iPad. This is Wi-Fi 6 and we'll see. The ping is fast, but yeah, I'm getting a little less speed here. Let me try to rerun it once more. Yes, so I'm seeing 300 Mbps complete. So yeah, it is making a difference, but we'll check this when we take this computer to my workstation. So after connecting to the Wi-Fi 6, this is the first time I'm seeing 239 Mbps on my Xbox. So the latency has been reduced as well. It's not very much, but I'll play and let you know, guys. So now I'm inside the room. Let me see the speed here as well. I was usually getting 30 Mbps and as low as 2.2 and 3 Mbps. Let's check. Well, this is much better. I've never seen such speed in my room. So yes, I mean, it works. Like, it's working truly well. Yep. So now it's time to explain what is Wi-Fi 6. I'll try to explain as simply as possible, but if you get bored, thank you for sticking this long. And if you're going to stick, please hit that subscribe button. I hope you understand the difference between 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz because we usually get a dual band router nowadays with our ISP provider. So Wi-Fi 6 is also 5 GHz with additional benefits. It's not 6 GHz like Wi-Fi 6E, and that's a different topic, and we only have a few devices available. In the mobile you only get S21 Ultra that supports Wi-Fi 6E, and we have very few router that supports Wi-Fi 6E right now. So it's going to take time, and let's keep the Wi-Fi 6E aside. So Wi-Fi 6 has two technologies, OFDMA and MU-MIMO. So OFDMA and MU-MIMO complements each other very well, but they can work separately as well. So OFDMA creates multiple channels of a single channel into smaller ones, and it works great for smaller devices like IoT devices or smart devices in your home. But multi-user MIMO creates a dedicated channel for your bigger devices like TV, console, so that you can get extra speed with low latency as possible. So in short, you can connect to multiple devices. Yes, you can get MU-MIMO in Wi-Fi 5 nowadays as well, but it has only 4 dedicated channels. But with Wi-Fi 6, you get 8 dedicated channels, so you can connect more bigger devices as well. Now let's talk about the router I purchased. So I went for this Asus one. I could have gone for the cheaper one because you can get a TP-Link router as low as 4,000 rupees, which is around $50. And this is AX3000, and if you get the similar router in TP-Link, you will get the half the price. So I got this for 12,500 rupees, which is approximately $180. But for the TP-Link, you can get around for 6,000 rupees. But there's a reason I went for the Asus, and let me explain. See, one of the main reason I went for the Asus one because the reliability. I think Asus routers are much more reliable than the TP-Links are, and the reviews were not really good. Another thing I wanted to go for is a mesh sort of system. So this support AI mesh. So AI mesh lets you control another Asus routers, and if you want to increase range in the future, if you have a multi-story building, that's going to help you as well. So this is going to last for a very long time. Right now we do not connect to the public networks because they are not secure, and yeah, it's risky. So with this new WPA3 technology, even on guest networks, the connection will be encrypted, so you don't have to worry about your data to be leaked on a public network. And last but not the least, you get the 160 Hz bandwidth on this router. With traditional 5 GHz, you only get 80 Hz, so this is going to be really fast. I'm not going to bore you with more specification. I just wanted to show you like what is the difference between Wi-Fi 6 and Wi-Fi 5 and why I wanted to upgrade. So if you have any questions regarding this, please let me know. And in future, if you want to upgrade to a Wi-Fi router, you can ask me and I might be able to help you which one to go for. My name is Rohit. I'll see you in the next one. Till then.